Hello, good evening, and welcome to a heavily guarded, highly secretive bunker right under the streets of Camden Town. It's Thursday night, and it's the first ever episode of Hernu and Harris Unhinged.
We're on the telly.
We are indeed, Steve. How do you feel?
I feel very excited. Hernu, that's him. Harris, that's me. Just so you know. So yeah, here we are. What a lovely job, and it's specifically you've done this. You and your Mrs. Jen, right? You've done.
It was really just me. Actually. It was me.
You've done a great job of the set. Didn't it look sexy, everybody? It looks like proper television.
It took a long time because things kept falling over and things. But
I feel very at home here. It's like little bits and bobs, little props from our respective flats.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of you in there. There's a little bit of me in there, isn't there?
There's plenty.
I feel at home.
Of a bit of both.
Coming up next, Frankie from the Darkness talks to both Steve and I in his garden in Maida Vale.
Here we go then, Piers, another little midweek adventure, another little midweek soiree. I've just come back from doing my little afternoon radio show. What have you been doing?
I've been at a picnic on Hampstead Heath, so I wasn't really doing much work today at all.
Posh Maida Vale, just behind Lord's.
Yeah, lovely little quiet street, and it's a great privilege for the two of us because we've been invited into the home of rock star and, funnily enough, a friend of both of ours, Frankie, the bassist of the Darkness, the bloke with the tash and the bandana.
The big hair.
The big hair.
Are we on? Have we started? There's Piers behind the camera. Frankie, how are you?
Hi, Piers.
We've got, or I've got, effectively, another world exclusive. Another chat with Pete Doherty.
He's my hero. Am I ever going to get to meet you?
No, it's too early for you yet. I think you could blow it. So when the time is right, I will introduce you to him, but not yet.
Is it going to happen in the series?
Let's just see how it goes.
Have you got any on the go at the moment, Peter? Is there much action in the old Doherty bedroom? Come on.
That's the thing I want to talk about on camera, please. I'm not that sort of bloke.
You are. You could give us a bit of laddish insight into the bedroom of a rock star. Come on. We need to hear a little bit of groupies, loads of birds, kind of action. No. Doherty remains tight-lipped.
Yeah, it's just continuous possession of spriteful, mirthful, naked elves, pixies, and
There we go.
second generation French, Belgian ladies' daughters.
Let's just say Peter doesn't go without. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, here we go then. It's been 3.5 weeks since I lay beside a woman in the biblical sense. Yeah, man, I haven't got my nuts in for 3.5 weeks. It's been hard on the wrist, but I think it's been good for my head because you can't film that.
Well, there we go. That's the first of my two-parter with Peter in the back of my VW Polo, which, incidentally, I bought from my grandmother for £300. What did you think, Stephen?
I thought anarchic stuff. One word sprung to mind when it came to that piece and potentially this show in general, gonzo.
Yeah, certainly gonzo.
Gonzo.
That's how we
Hey,
describe
Jen, gonzo.
We roll with gonzo.
Steve on the streets. Steve on the streets. Steve on the streets. Steve on the streets.
The year is 1983. The Clash have imploded. Top has been taking too much heroin. He's out. Strummer and Jones, their egos are through the roof. This world isn't big enough for the both of them. And so they kind of split up, really. But then Joe Strummer resurfaces with a brand new band, The Clash Mark II, back to their punk rock roots with 3 brand new members. One of them on guitar is Vince White. He's written an amazing book called The Last Days of the Clash, and I'm here in leafy Ladbroke Grove about to talk to the man himself.
I thought I'd debut my brand spanking new Blink 182 t-shirt. Am I too old for Blink 182?
Yeah.
They're my hashtag guilty pleasure.
You're about 30, and that T-shirt is for a man of around 16.
You've gone for another one of your, how would you describe that thing?
Colourful and cheap.
Yes, it's perfect. Perfect.
You can tell it's cheap because it just doesn't breathe that well and you feel too hot in it.
Why are we here on planet Earth?
To procreate.
To breed?
To procreate.
I know the purpose I'm here on planet Earth is to
Do
have
tell
much
us.
fun and enjoy myself as much as possible.
Really?
I don't think we know what the purpose is.
Uh-huh.
There is obviously a greater purpose decided by greater beings out there.
Oh, so God comes into the equation?
No,
does he?
I don't believe in God.
Can we just have a quick chat?
Yes,
Go to her. Do come off the road, otherwise you'll get run over. What about other incidents? I watched a fascinating documentary the other day about, and it sounds like a good fun place, Shag Harbour.
Yes, I mean, this is one of these. I haven't been.
Right.
This is supposedly a UFO crash. Now, of course, many people are familiar with Roswell, the idea that something crashed in the desert in New Mexico in 1947. But Shag Harbour is another of these cases, and there are actually several dozen from all around the world where people allege that not only did they see a UFO, but something came down.
Well, here we are at Vogue House, which is home to Condé Nast Publishing, which in turn is home to GQ magazine, which in turn is home to Dylan Jones, who's the editor. Now, Dylan has recently written a book which is a particularly interesting one to me because it's about one of my favourite albums of all time, and it's by my favourite artist of all time. That artist is David Bowie. Let's go and have a chat. Now, Dylan, when and why did this book first come about?
Well, it's the anniversary of Ziggy Stardust this summer, the album, and also